Today's video is insane. I am taking every franchise's all-time starting lineup or their top 5 best players regardless of the generation they played in, as I will be using a random wheel to trade them to current teams in today's NBA, replacing the current starting lineup so they keep their bench, but now we have the all-time starting lineups for every franchise in today's NBA on different random teams. And with this new league, I'm doing a season and a playoff simulation here on 2K21 Next Gen to determine the winner. This is absolute madness. I did something like this a while ago with the all-time trios, but the starting 5, this doesn't get any crazier. So guys, sit down, sit back, relax, go get a snack, and let this simulation begin. Here we go. So we are on to the wheel, going in alphabetical order of the NBA teams, and based off their 2K overall, I have the top 5 players of every all-time NBA team. So as we see first, the 76ers, Iverson, Malone, Irving, Wilt Chamberlain, and Cunningham are going to be going to the San Antonio Spurs, and like I said, they will be replacing that starting lineup down in San Antonio. We're keeping the bench, just replacing the starting lineups, and now we got the Milwaukee Bucks all-time going to the New York Knicks. So Giannis, Abdul-Jabbar, and Robertson, that is going to be deadly in New York, and all these lineups are just going to be absolutely crazy as the Indiana Pacers get a tier A lineup with the Chicago Bulls all-time, Gilmore, Rodman, Rose, Pippen, and Jordan. I mean, everybody's going to get a nice lineup. I just hope your favorite team out there gets something that you like. And the Cavaliers, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving all-time, going to the Atlanta Hawks, and here we go, all-time Celtics. This is going to be crazy. So Utah are going to get the all-time Celtics, and that is just a starting lineup right there that you don't want to mess with. All-time Clippers, we got Kawhi up there, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin at a 90 overall. Going to the Chicago Bulls, they go to the Eastern Conference, Memphis Grizzlies all-time. And what you know about Zach Randolph? That dude was an absolute stud. So was Mike Conley back in Memphis, and their starting 5 is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we got the all-time Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, Pettit, Mutombo, Hudson, and Hogan, and they're going to the Brooklyn Nets in this simulation. And next up, guys, we got the all-time Miami Heat, and this team you don't want to see in the playoffs. LeBron James, Wade, Mourning, Hardaway, and Shaquille O'Neal all going down to the Dallas Mavericks. So they go against their rival team, the team they played twice in the finals in the last 20 years, in the all-time Charlotte Hornets. Where are they going to? The New Orleans Pelicans. And are there any Pelicans fans out there? Let me know in the comments. I never see any of them. And here's a pretty nice all-time lineup. Stockton, Malone, Maravich, Stanley, and Karolinko of the Jazz all headed down to the Denver Nuggets. And now we got the all-time Sacramento Kings, Robertson, Lukic, Archibald, Richmond, and Chris Webber. And this team is nice. They're going to the Milwaukee Bucks for this simulation. Next up, all-time New York Knicks. So Knicks fans out there, I see you doing good in real life. Tied for 4th in the Eastern Conference, and now their starting lineup is going down to Toronto Raptors, so they will stay in the same conference. All-time LA Lakers. This is probably the best lineup. Magic, Kobe, Shaq, Webber, and Kareem all going to the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix got the luck of the draw. All-time Magic, Hardaway, McGrady, Howard, Shaq, and Turkoglu. I like this team a lot. And they're going to the Timberwolves, who just came off a win in the simulation. And here's the all-time Dallas Mavericks, Nowitzki, Harper, Blackman, Aguirre, and Jackson. And they're going to my Celtics. Okay, I like that. We got Dirk now in Boston. Here we go, the all-time Brooklyn Nets, Irvin Kidd, and even Kyrie Irving made this team. So they're going to the OKC Thunder, going to the Western Conference, and continuing on the wheel. All-time Denver Nuggets, we see Carmelo Anthony, and Nikola Jokic makes it in a current NBA player. And they're going to the Houston Rockets. Honestly, I think there's so many Rockets fans who watch this channel. In the comments, I think about 10% of the comments are made up of Houston fans. Anyways, the Pacers, this starting lineup is underrated, and they're going to the Portland Trailblazers. All-time Pelicans starting lineup, we see Chris Paul and Anthony Davis, and they're going to the LA Lakers. So Davis stays in LA. They also get Baron Davis, Chris Paul, David West. All-time Detroit Pistons, Billups, Lanier, Hill, Dumars, and Isaiah Thomas all headed down to the Charlotte Hornets. Continuing on, this starting lineup is insane. Kawhi, Carter, Bosh, Lowry, and DeRozan, and they're going to the Memphis Grizzlies. I just like that starting lineup a lot. I don't know why, but all-time Houston Rockets, Olajuwon, McGrady, Malone, Drexler, and James Harden in his prime in Houston, and they're going down to the Miami Heat, who just came off a tough finals loss to the Timberwolves in the last simulation. All-time Spurs, this is a tough team right here to beat, and they're going to the Pistons. So Detroit, you guys just got one of the best NBA franchises in history. All-time Phoenix Suns, this team is pretty solid, and they're going to the Golden State Warriors. So Prime, Nash, Stoudemire, Marion, all in Golden State, and this lineup is stacked. All-time OKC Thunder, also merged with the Supersonics, are going to the Philadelphia 76ers. That's Durant, Payton, Westbrook, Ray Allen, and Paul George even made it, surprisingly. Now we got the all-time Minnesota Timberwolves, and they will be heading down to the Orlando Magic. That's Garnett, Love, Towns, Cassell, and I'm not even going to pronounce that last guy's name. Here we go, all-time Portland Trailblazers, and ooh, Sacramento will get them, and I like this starting lineup a lot, but this is the one that you really want. Chamberlain, Curry, Durant, Barry, and Thompson, and the Clippers are going to be lucky enough to get the Golden State Warriors all-time starting five. So that means, well, actually, the last team we have left is the Wizards, so I guess they're going to have to stay in the same team. We can't do anything about this, so Washington's all-time starting five will stay in Washington. And so that wraps up the wheel. I'm going to head on NBA 2K21 and fill out the rosters accordingly, so hopefully your favorite team got a good starting lineup. Now we are on to the next gen. I took out every team's top 5 best players, and then I replaced them with the players they got on the wheel from the starting lineups. I kept the bench, as you can see, I did that for every team. And as we go over the rosters, tell me who you think is going to win, or just your favorite team overall. And the people from the last video are up on the screen, so like and comment, and you have a chance to be shouted in the next one. I appreciate all the support, guys, as always. And continuing on, the Clippers, they got the Warriors starting five. That team looks crazy. The Grizzlies, like I said, they got Toronto's top 5, and I just think that team is so tough. The Atlanta Hawks got the Cavaliers starting 5, and as we go over these, like, there is honestly not a bad team. Anybody has a chance to win in this simulation, and we kept the current benches, so we kind of get to see which benches play a big role in today's simulation, because remember, we are just taking out the top 5 current players and keeping the other remaining players on the team. So I'm just curious to see who's going to show up, especially in the playoffs, because sometimes you're going to have people fouled out or people need to get rest, and the bench players that come in, and let's see how they're going to prove against these all-time starting lineups. Nuggets, they got the all-time Utah Jazz starting lineup, and that team is absolutely tough. You see the Pelicans, the Pacers, they did get the Chicago Bulls top 5. That Bulls team looked crazy. Then we got the Raptors. They got the Knicks top 5. Honestly, at this point, I'm going with my Celtics just because I'm a Celtics fan. And we got Dirk Nowitzki, so I think he's going to carry us to a championship in today's simulation. The Suns, they got the all-time starting lineup of the Los Angeles Lakers. And I just want to see if any team can knock them out, because of course, obviously, there's no way they're not going to make the playoffs, especially with that Suns bench. So, continuing on, Warriors, they got the all-time Phoenix Suns. Speaking of them, starting 5, the Wizards, they got to keep the same one. But like we do in every video, we're going to simulate the season and get to the playoffs here in live game. So, let's see who makes the playoffs. And the MVP of this league will go to Magic Johnson down in Phoenix, 17-12 with 8 rebounds. Obi Toppin wins Rookie of the Year over LaMelo Ball. Marcus Gasol coming off the bench in Cleveland. I guess his brother started over him. Scottie Pippen, Defensive Player of the Year. He had 17, 8, and 8 as well. I don't know why he didn't get MVP. But anyways, we're going to go the first team All-NBA. Magic, LeBron, Dwayne Wade. All-time second team, Kuzzy, Durant, McGrady, Dirk, Chamberlain. And there's the all-time third. Now the league leaders for this league, we've got McAdoo, McGrady, Nowitzki, Durant, Jordan, LeBron James, Julius Erving, and then we got Dwight Howard up there and Kareem. All-time rebounders, 15 from Wilt Chamberlain. All-time assists, 13 from Steve Nash. And now the playoffs in the East, the Toronto Raptors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Celtics, the Pacers, the Knicks, the Cavaliers make it, the Chicago Bulls, and the Miami Heat just slip in. So Durant and the all-time Thunder in Philadelphia do not make the playoffs. They were the 9 seed, and there's the teams that are not going to make it. And on the Western Conference, the Suns, of course, with the all-time Lakers starting 5 are number 1. The Jazz, the Clippers, the Timberwolves, the Spurs, the Dallas Mavericks with the Heat all-time 5. And Memphis makes it, Denver slips in, Sacramento, Houston, and the Golden State Warriors with the Lakers all miss out. And here is the official playoff schedule of today's simulation. It is your last chance to make your predictions. Who has the best all-time starting 5? And the road to the championship begins in the first round. So guys, let this 2K simulation begin. Tie game in Denver, the Suns with the all-time Lakers starting lineup have a chance to sweep the Nuggets. 37 seconds, the three's away. Air ball, Kaminsky the rebound, up to Kobe Bryant, looking to take the lead here late in this game. Crossover, Kobe on the drive, throws it down with authority, and the Suns lead by 2. 27 seconds here for the all-time Utah Jazz. Now on the Denver Nuggets. 23 seconds, here we go. This is their season on the line. They go in the paint to Malone, guarded by Shaquille O'Neal. What a matchup this is. Oh, they call a foul on Shaq, and Malone a chance to tie this game. Nuggets are looking to force game 5. Malone, first one's in and out. He missed it. 21 on the night, but he missed the first free throw. The second, he's got it. And now they have to play the foul game, but Phoenix will take their last time out. So Kobe Bryant, huge big-time go-ahead scorer in this game. They end up fouling the logo Jerry West. He's at the line. Here's some big free throws. The first is good. And now the second one on its way. He got both of them. 12.4, season on the line. We've seen some crazy moments here in after productions. Can they do it? Malone, a deep three. Bounces out. Rebound Bryant up to Jerry West. In this game, and series is over. And so the all-time Lakers now in Phoenix knock off the all-time Jazz in Denver in the first round. And we have another sweep. It's the all-time Los Angeles Clippers going down to the all-time Sacramento Kings on the Milwaukee Bucks. A clean sweep. Chicago with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin can't get it done. As this series comes to an end in Chicago, it is over. And we go to Game 5 in Boston. Finally, can the Celtics get a playoff series win in the simulations? But the all-time starting five of the Grizzlies on the Cavaliers are looking to win this game in 4-6. Here we go. Mike Conley, top of the key. Pull-up jumper. Back rim, no good. Tipped in the air. Gasol over Dirk. And they couldn't get a rebound. And that is prime Marc Gasol, who scores for the Cavaliers in now 27 seconds. Boston, who got the starting lineup of Dallas, has a chance to take the lead and win this series. Here we go. Harper on the drive. Floater off the glass. It's good. I think Cleveland was watching out for Dirk. I thought they were going to go to him as well. But the Cavaliers called their last time out with 18 seconds. Last chance for the Cavaliers to take the lead. Season on the line. Mike Conley. Here we go. Looks like he's going to hold the ball for maybe the last shot. 9 seconds. Out of timeouts. Conley in the paint. Abdul Rahim. And he's fouled. Oh my goodness. That is literally a no call. As they're going to a line to take the lead. The first one that's high is good. This is the pivotal one with 6.8. He's got it both. The Celtics need to go full under the court to win the series, or we're going to Game 6. Inbound to Harper. You got to go to Dirk. Harper, the spin move. 2 for the series. In and out. Almost went in. And the Cavaliers walk into Boston and take Game 5 to extend this series. What a big time win on the road. And as that is over, we go to Indiana. The 4-seeded Pacers against the 5-seeded Knicks. And the Indiana Pacers with the all-time Chicago Bulls starting lineup knock off the all-time Bucks starting lineup here on the New York Knicks in 5 games. And as we go to Miami, it's our first wedgie of the simulation history. I don't know what just happened there, but the Toronto Raptors are going to move past the Miami Heat here in 6 games. It is all over. The number 1 seed almost goes down to the 8 seed, but it's over. Toronto moves on, and we go to game number 6 in Memphis. At the lines, Kawhi Leonard for the all-time Toronto Raptors on the Grizzlies. He puts in the free throw and tie game, but the Utah Jazz, who's the all-time Celtics starting lineup, have a chance to win the series here in 6 games. What a matchup this is in the first round, however. And now it's time. 27 seconds. 10-second differential. Havlicek. Bang! Off the screen. John Havlicek from Kuzi. Timeout Memphis. Down by 3. What a play. And they can't believe it. Let's see what the Grizzlies do. Will they go for a quick 2 or maybe even a 3 if they have it? Kawhi Leonard with 20 seconds. Oh, DeRozan's open. Puts it in. DeRozan in the corner. Found himself open. Kawhi found him. In a tie game in Memphis, 13 seconds, the fans are going crazy. A chance to win the series, but we're going to overtime. 8, 7, 6, Kuzi, one-on-one with Lowry. They're running the same play. Havlicek's open. He made it. It's over. Utah stuns Memphis. The same play, and the all-time Celtics go to Memphis, and now they're in the second round. And DeMar DeRozan can't believe it. What a shot. It's over. We now go to Cleveland, and thank goodness my Celtics finally won a game in a series after losing Game 5. The Cavaliers can't hold on in 4-7. Boston goes into Cleveland, wins Game 6, and wins the series. And now Game 7 in Los Angeles. And how about this first round matchup? All-time Miami Heat against the all-time Golden State Warriors starting 5. In the paint, Shaq and Wilt. Who's going to win the matchup? Chamberlain up and underneath. It's no good. Shaq gets the stop, and the all-time Heat starting 5 has the Mavericks a chance to take the lead. Hardaway the drive, blocked by Chamberlain. Clippers fans on their feet. Wilt Chamberlain meets Hardaway at the rim, and with Dwayne Wade being fouled out, it's the Clippers' chance to take the turn and go for the win. Durant got Shaq spinning. Pump fake, now he takes it and he banks it in. Clippers lead by 2. 16 seconds out of timeout. It all comes down to this. Looking to force overtime. Well, the series is over. LeBron James, 8 seconds. Here we go. The pitch from Shaquille O'Neal. They go under. LeBron an open 3. Back rim. He missed it. Open look. and the all-time Golden State Warriors starting five on the Clippers will knock off Dallas in a 7-game series. What a matchup. It is over in the other Game 7, and yes, in back-to-back simulations, the Timberwolves will knock off the Spurs in 7 games, the all-time Orlando Magic, as Minnesota knock off the Spurs, and they'll move on, as now we are on in the second round of the conference semifinals. Hopefully your team is still up here, but we're going to simulate to see who makes the conference finals in this one. Anybody can do it. It's anybody's chance, so let's keep this simulation going. Indiana with a chance to knock up the 1 seed in the East, but they are down 1. 44 seconds, Pippen in the corner for the lead, and he missed it. Frazier the rebound. Toronto holding on to this game. If they can do it, we're going to 6. 35 seconds, Anthony top of the key. Frazier looking to get it to him. Can't find him. 11 now. They finally go to him on Pippen to take a 3-point lead. No good. Scottie Pippen with the clamps, and about 2 seconds off the differential. No timeouts for either team. Derrick Rose, top of the key. Rose gonna drive a clear lane. Pacers have the lead. Huge score from Derrick Rose, and now they're one stop away from winning the series. But Carmelo Anthony, he's been here before. Season on the line, a chance to win this game in a 4-6. 5 seconds, Anthony. No, Pippen locks him up. He's gonna take it. No good. Rebound Gilmore up to Rodman, and the Indiana Pacers hold on defensively and win the series. And the number 1 seed in the West continues to run. Shaq on Dwight Howard. How about this action? And the Suns with the all-time Lakers starting 5. We pass the all-time Magic starting 5 as the Timberwolves here in the first round. And we go to game number 6. My Celtics are moving on. They will take down Chris Webber and the all-time Sacramento Kings as the Milwaukee Bucks. 140-120, Game 6. They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals as it's Game 6 now in Los Angeles. The Clippers, who just won a Game 7, have a chance to win a Game 6 against the Utah Jazz with the all-time Celtics. Can they get it done? Curry the drive, floater, puts it in. 20 seconds. Utah, season on the line. They're on the road. A tough task ahead of them, but they can do it. Bob Cousy, after that win at the buzzer from Havlicek with 14 seconds. The same play. Havlicek, bang! That play is literally a glitch. 8 seconds, a chance to win this series. But we're going to overtime in Los Angeles. Curry, step back, takes it. It's good. Curry buries it. 2.1. I can't believe this. Cousy, it's over. And the 2 seeds go down here in the second round. The Clippers come away. Stephen Curry, what a game. And on to the conference finals. I might start zooming in here. I like the look of this. Phoenix, Los Angeles, Boston, and Indiana. Which 2 teams are going to the NBA Finals in this simulation? Sit down, relax, because here we go. If you pick the Indiana Pacers as the 4 seed with the all-time Chicago Bulls starting 5 to go to the finals, you are correct. They take down the Celtics. The series is over. Jordan holding up the trophy, and they're advancing on. And now to meet them there, it's Game 7. Here we go. Suns down 2. 3 is no good. And can you believe this? The number 1 team in the NBA as of now is the Suns. And look at this. They are down 2 in a Game 7. Curry, triple team, and he missed it. And that's honestly the only way you're going to get Steph Curry to miss in these simulations. He misses the jumper, and the Suns have another life. They go in the paint to Kobe. Bryant, can he do it? Fade away in the corner, puts it in! Kobe Bryant vintage, 13 seconds, and you gotta stop Stephen Curry. If you watch the simulations, he makes literally everything. Here we go, Thompson in motion, Shaq's gotta get up, Curry doesn't have anything, Thompson a 3, bang! No, they left Clay open, dagger! Klay Thompson in Game 7 on the road. Are you serious? Only 2. There's no time remaining. It's over. The upset is complete, and the shocker is done. The Clippers, with the all-time Warriors starting 5 after a Klay Thompson game winner, are moving on, and this team is literally unstoppable. And so we get to this point, a best-of-7 series to determine the greatest starting lineup in history. All-time Bulls against the all-time Warriors, Clippers, Pacers. Here we go for the finals. Game 6 in Indiana, a chance to win it from their home fans. The Pacers up 1, but here comes Curry, looking to force 7 for the Clippers. Step back jumper on Rose. A rare miss. Ball tipped in the air, and Gilmore gets it. Here come the Pacers, looking to extend the lead or get the dagger. 33 seconds, Pippen, one-on-one with Barry, in the paint to Jordan, on Thompson. Jordan got him, has to go up and they're gonna call an offensive 3 seconds. That could just change the series right there with that call. And now 27 seconds. Can the Pacers stop this deadly offense of the Golden State Warriors? Oh, a deep three! You gotta be kidding me! Curry from way downtown. Clippers lead by 2. Man, I'm telling you, these players are glitches. Jordan working on Thompson. Spin move in the paint. And 1. Michael Jordan. Big time layup and the foul. Thompson, who won this series in the Western Conference Finals, can't believe the foul as Michael Jordan takes the lead in 15 seconds away from winning the NBA championship. Curry, 11 seconds, one-on-one with Rose. Rose stays in front, Chamberlain slips the screen in the paint and he scores! 5.9. Are we going to Game 7? No timeouts for the Pacers, down by 1. Here we go. Shot clock turned off. Rose looking to win the championship. Game, set, series. Derrick Rose wins it all. That's gotta be one of the craziest things we've seen here on Halftime Productions. I am speechless. The Pacers win the finals, and you guys just witnessed one of the greatest moments on this channel's history. What just happened? Derrick Rose pulls up, no timeouts, wins it. However, what a playoff run it was to the Clippers. The starting 5 of Golden State proved their worth, and this one is over. My voice is completely tarnished after that Game 6 especially, but thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and leave a comment down below. It's Halftime Productions, and I'm out.